This week, we're heading inside to take a look at how these trucks are set up to help you with your return on investment. The interior of the truck has always been one of my favorite things to talk about, just from the fact that it's so well set up, and well, it's frankly where most of us spend most of our time. In this is well thought out by Kenworth and well spec'd out by Premier. The seat over here has a low back to make sure that you've got excellent visibility there. There's dual armrests for the driver's seat, so that way you can be as comfortable as you can going down the road. Speaking of comfort, Premier specs this with a leather-wrapped steering wheel. It's a small touch that makes a big difference when you consider how long your hands sit here every day. All the radio and cruise control controls are just right on top here, right at your fingertips. Once again, a well thought out design with this. This truck has an Allison automatic transmission, so push button controls right here in the center. Once again, easy to reach. The controls for the hoist in the back, once again, in the center here, easy to reach, and they've pushed them over a little bit so that way you can reach them conveniently but still have room here for your lunchbox because you want to eat lunch, right? The trucks are set up also. There's excellent window controls here that are set up with drains in them in case you accidentally leave the window open in the rain. There's power locks, power mirrors, and the mirrors are heated too. All of that has fingertip controls right here for you. The other thing that you can look at is there is all the switches in an array here across, so that way they're within easy reach. And the lockers are on their own switches. The pusher axle is here in a switch. There's 2 spares, so if you want to add lights or anything like that, you can do that with factory switches instead of having something funky that you've drilled and put a hole in your dashboard with. On top of that, we've got transmission temp, oil temp, and boost gauges, along with a pusher pressure gauge too, so that way you know how much load you're carrying with this. Kenworth does automatic climate controls. You very much just set it and forget it. Put it on a temperature that's comfortable and start going down the road and focus on the road instead of am I hot or cold. We've all seen people driving down the road, it's 20 degrees outside and they've got the window cracked open because they can't get the heat right. Not the case with this. This also has a Bluetooth stereo system in it. Sync it with your phone. You can take phone calls in here all day long and never have to pull your hands or your attention away from the road or the steering wheel. The microphone for it's just right up there in that corner. It's also realized that CB radios are like dogs. Everyone has their preference as to what one they want. So we just got it set up, pre-wired, ready for you to go. The antennas are already installed in the mirrors. It's a 5-minute installation. Plug it into the back of your radio, put it up in the dash. There is a switch over on this side of the dashboard that shows a light with a check mark through it. That is so you can check the lights without ever getting in and out of the truck. Merely turn the ignition on. As the truck's starting and warming up for a few seconds, flip that switch, which you can reach from the ground. When you do that, you can walk around and check all your lights. Now, why is that a big deal? Most injuries in trucking happen getting in and out of the truck. So if you can save yourself ever having to get in and out of the truck a couple of times each day, you are that much safer. That is a huge option and a huge help. Something else that Kenworth has done a really nice job with is their gauges. It's easy layout, speedometer, tachometer, analog gauges there with an information center right in the middle of the gauge platform there. You can put your speedometer up there, you can put your fuel mileage up there, you can check engine codes up there. There is a ton of information and it's all accessible right at your fingertips here. Let's face it, we spend a ton of time in our trucks when we're out on the road. Having everything at your fingertips in a comfortable seat with great visibility, well, that makes those long days on the road not quite as long. Speaking of long days out on the road, we're going to talk next time about what makes those long days a little bit shorter. Yep, we're going to see what's under the hood. Make sure you like this, make sure you subscribe so you know when that comes out. If you've got a question, please leave that in the comments below. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you next time.